talk about Knight Rider. So this is about one of our new segments of 80's TV is totally rad, rather than 80's movies are totally rad, because there's so much 80's content, and you can't escape it. I mean, even if you're never seen an 80's TV show, you're gonna come across all kinds of pop culture references.
Yeah, go to Walmart, you find pop culture shirts
you
everywhere.
Still can buy the KITT 2000. You can still buy all those things, you know.
Yes.
They still come up, and then one of the things too is like there really needs to be a pop culture list. Like you need to watch these certain things so that you can understand anything that's happening on like Family Guy or whatever, or even Simpsons, because they reference these things so much that you're just gonna be lost if you can't get it. Sometimes it's so obscure. I'm thinking, how is anybody gonna get this aside from me who lived through the time and me who's also a nerd when it comes to that stuff? So it's like I pay attention. I just go, that's from this, and it's like no one else is getting it. But definitely Knight Rider.
You gotta educate yourself.
You gotta do Knight Rider, right? And
when
you talk about Knight Rider, the first thing you think of is the car. The car, and this movie, the Knight Rider was done in what, 82?
82, yeah.
82. So that car actually, like, by those days standards, was pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
I mean, back in the early 80s like that, if you were looking at Corvettes, they were still doing, they were kind of looking similar a little bit, but that Trans Am looks like freaking awesome.
Oh, like the Trans Am, the Camaros, they all look the same, remember?
Yeah.
You know what's cool is I got a chance in my lifetime, I think I told you the story, to sit in one. In one of the ones that was actually used in the show.
KITT 2000?
Yeah, there was this old, there was, in the town I grew up in, Vineland, New Jersey, there was this thing they did every year.
Yeah.
It was called Drive Down Memory Lane.
Right.
Our main avenue, what they would do is people would bring out old school cars and things like that. There was a guy, I don't know where he was from, but he would come out every year with his kit. But it was actually one of the ones from the movie. I don't know how he got it, but he bought. You know how they sell them years later?
Yeah.
He actually bought one of the ones that maybe they used for stunts, but he turned it into the real car. Like all the inside was
actually functional.
Everything. The only thing it didn't do was I don't think it talked, but it looked just like it, like the electronics and everything. It was pretty cool.
You know what is a little weird is that KITT had all this stuff, but he didn't have a phone.
He didn't?
No, because Michael always had to use a payphone, remember?
Yeah, but if you wait,
but they install a phone later. In the first episode, he doesn't have a phone.
Not the first episode.
Because I kept thinking, I'm like, why is he going to pay phone? He can watch TV in this thing. And it doesn't have a
I want to
phone.
say episode 2 or 3, maybe 3. He calls, what was his buddy, the one that built KITT?
Oh yeah, that British guy.
The British guy. He calls him from the car while he's on a plane in one of the episodes.
I wonder if he's called but can he call
anybody? He called it his mobile. He was like, let me call him on my mobile line or whatever. He called it a mobile line or something like that. But yeah, later on they did add it because I just seen him the other day. And I was wondering the same thing if he ever had the phone.
In the 80s, they had everything was, they always anchored in a cool car. You got the General Lee, right? You got KITT. You got, I don't know what the van's called from the 18. But the 18 van wasn't in the pilot episode, though.
No, that one wasn't either.
And then, I wonder what made him decide they needed that van.
But you're right, though. His cars are so part of the culture, right? Like, KITT has to be up there, dude. Like, top 10 coolest cars on screen.
And then he looks like a Cylon. He's got the little in the front, the little red light.
Also, the theme song is epic. Yeah, dude. Like, to this day, it gets you pumped up a little bit, though. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, let's go. Yeah, I'm like, let's go.
Let's go. Your wife's like, what?
Yeah.
All right, so
classic.
So the first episode, right? He's called Michael Long, right?
Yep.
So I don't know if that's because he's hung or what, but and he's a different actor.
They never established that,
right? So he's a different actor. So in the opening scene, it's him and his partner, black guy, right?
Be careful.
Hey, I got 10 years on you, buddy. I'm the original Man of Steel.
So now this whole job they were doing goes awry.
And they're trying to steal some information.
It's like a high-tech thing. Yeah.
It's like a convention or somewhere.
Yeah, like a Silicon Valley kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the black guy gets shot, and I thought it's so telling for that time, and even now, where it's like the first person to die is the black guy.
Yeah.
Very first person. I thought it was even funnier where he gets shot and they just leave him. Like Michael's like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go chase those guys.
Oh yeah, when he gets shot in the parking lot.
Yeah, and so he's not dead yet. And then no one really
the
helps
one guy
him
that was just waiting for them to come out. He's like, I got my eye on both of them.
Yeah.
Muncie, go after her. Muncie, you gotta hang on. Muncie.
And it's like, so he gets shot.
He shoots him in front of like 30 people in the parking lot. No one notices.
And then the other guys, they take off. So Michael Long's like, I'm going to chase these guys rather than see if I can administer some CPR.
Yes.
you're dying for the cause.
I think all he says is they got blah, blah, blah. He's down or something.
So then Michael catches up with these guys in like the desert area, right?
Yeah,
and
dark scene.
He gets shot up.
I intend to.
And I always thought, when I was watching, I kind of thought like RoboCop. You know, where like he gets shot up, and how RoboCop, after he gets shot up, he gets turned into a robot. Right?
Yes.
In this one, he gets shot up and he turns into a gigolo.
Yeah.
Like he gets shot up and they just make him handsome.
That's it. Yeah, they just make him handsome. You're right.
At least give the guy like a.
You know what I never understood about that though? And it's funny you mentioned that scene when you watch it. Okay, Michael Long. In the first couple minutes of the movie before his buddy gets shot, they show his face a few times.
Right.
But in that scene when they're on the road, right before they shoot him, it's like it's like in the shadows. Like you just showed his face already.
Yeah.
You're already gonna change the face once he gets the surgery
about that. Like
it was
maybe
weird.
They didn't want the people who were shooting him to know what he looked like. I wonder if they were originally going to change his face.
Yeah, because I never understood that part. I'm like, why didn't they show his face? It just showed it. The first 10 minutes of the show.
That's a great plastic surgery, man. Sign me up, right? You wake up and you're fucking David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, from Baywatch.
It's like he's like unwrapping these bandages and like handing him the mirror slowly, and he's just like, that's not my face.
Yeah. And the one guy's like, you're actually kind of handsome now.
Yeah. Well, I always thought like the main dude who was the Night Industries
or whatever. Yeah.
I always thought that guy was probably just trying to I felt like Michael was like a twink, you know. It's like he just wanted, because he was always watching him with his binoculars. Yeah. Michael's out there exercising on the road. He's
he ends up dying, though, right?
Yeah, he dies.
Yeah.
And then Michael's like, being a little bitch about the car and all that.
He don't like the car at first.
And so they
car saves his ass, though.
But then I thought, so they make him handsome, but then they do put him in a super robotic car. So I'm like, it's kind of RoboCop in a way, right? I mean, I think RoboCop was after, but it's like
RoboCop was like 87.
Shot up. He becomes the weapon. In this one, he gets shot up, and then he's sort of put together with this weapon. And made look handsome. So it's almost like, maybe it's like, I guess when you're a young male, it's like everyone's dream, right? You wake up and you're like, rich, handsome, you got a super kick-ass car.
And you all of a sudden martial arts. And
you're like, you can kick
everybody's ass.
I love that.
Whatever.
And then once he gets into the car, he doesn't want anything to do with it. He's like, okay, I'm going to drive myself.
Exactly.
He's being a real bitch, and he's like hurting kids' feelings. He won't let him.
Yeah, through the first couple episodes, they got beef a little bit.
I guess they have to like establish a sort of rapport between the two of them.
Because it's in one scene, and I forget what episode. It's the first few episodes where Michael is like, he gets shot, and he jumps in the car, and KITT's like, let me take over.
Yeah.
And he's like, no,
I got it.
I got this. And he's like, dude, like, you're not doing well, let me take over. And then he's like, just keeps insisting that he drive. But he's half dead, sweating.
Yeah. Well, KITT takes over for the first time when he falls asleep at the wheel.
Oh.
He keeps trying to wake him up. KITT takes over, but I guess KITT has to kind of obey everything he says.
He does
to some extent, So, and then they have like for some reason they threw in those gags of those thugs who come around. They want to steal KITT. Right?
Oh my God! Yes.
Turns into kind of like Home Alone a little bit.
He
takes that like Home Alone 2. He takes that brick.
Yeah.
Hits the windshield and it bounces off. And it's
it right in the face. Yeah.
And they're just just got to get this car. For some reason.
And then the one guy's like, "I'm gonna get that car eventually."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
So the Michael and KITT, they end up teaming up to go after this tech industry, like with and solve like the murder of the, I guess the guy from the tech industry, right? It ended up being like his girlfriend or something like that.
And also, the blonde chick. Remember, she betrays him in that one scene where they block out his face for no reason. Right. They're just talking about, and then she switches sides, pulls the gun out of him, and she's like, "I was working for them the whole time."
Yeah.
Remember, after that, he tries to go after her for revenge because she basically left him for dead.
Right.
But they all think he's dead anyway.
Right.
And then he shows up at the derby, right? That car derby thing that they're laundering money from or something.
Michael Knight's in the bar, and those guys. He goes to a derby race.
Yeah, a derby race. That's where he sees the block for the first time after.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I didn't understand that part.
Yeah, so they're gonna have this thing for their company. It's a big deal. And then
that's what it was for?
Yeah, he goes to like I think it's like a
fundraiser. That's what it was, because he was there. He said, "I'll donate the winnings to
your car gets donated, right? If you lose."
And he goes real arrogant. He goes like, "When I win, I'll donate the money to the proceeds to a charity."
Yeah. So, but if you lose, you have to give up your car.
Yeah, and he's like, "I ain't losing."
So he goes there, and he goes to this derby. But it's like the worst derby you've ever seen in your life. One, there's no one there yet. It's like this high-ticket event. Then he gives the chickies who wants to bang him and her kid VIP tickets. He's like, here's some VIP
and he
tickets.
Just met her.
It's like, oh, okay.
Right, he met her like the scene before.
Met him in the bar. Yeah,
he was trying to get information about one of the girls.
Yeah.
Where he got shot.
And she gives way too much information about.
Yeah, she snitches real quick.
She's just like, right away, it's good. Well, she got fired from the company. And she's like, goes on about how fucked up it is and all that. And she's working in this bar.
Her son in the show is the kid from the Never Ending Story.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's right. Yeah. And he,
I don't know his name.
So he goes to this derby, and he's like, the guy inside who's in charge says like, oh, you better have like this derby's for you have to have a real sweet car for this derby. But then they must have forgot that when they started filming the actual scenes, because this was the only nice car.
It was.
Like everything else were all bangers. So like, wait a minute, these are the nice cars? They're all bangers. Yeah. And then they do like what every 80s show with the cars, you got to flip it. So there's like fucking cars flipping all over the place, right? Mm-hmm. So he wins the thing. Oh, but he has
untouched.
The kid is inside.
The kid snuck in the back. That's right.
So now he's like got this kid's life in danger.
Instead of just saying, "Okay, I'm not doing the races. There's a kid in here I can kill." He's like, "No, I have to finish the race."
Yeah. Don't buckle up. Don't buckle up.
Yeah, I never understood that part. You could have just pulled over and been like, "All right, we're not doing this."
Here. Or people watching, they got to notice it's a kid. This kid didn't have any tint.
He didn't have any tint.
I thought about that for a second. I'm like, I wonder why. But I guess it's because if he had tint, you wouldn't be able to see Michael and stuff in the car. Mm-hmm. You know, you would just see the car. But they wanted to make it so that you see both of them interacting inside the car. Because it was kind of odd that he didn't have tint. It was like, you have this beautiful car, but you don't have any tint on it. So he wins this thing. And then he goes to the bar, right, where that chick works, and he gets jumped by all the guys who he beat, right? But he's like, I have to warn you guys, I know karate.
But I'm heavily trained in martial arts.
Yeah, and then it flips. You don't see him do anything.
You don't see him do anything.
Because he can't fight in real life.
They didn't have the money. I don't know. They just show the guys flying out the front door.
Most 80s shows would at least put like a stunt man in there to throw some kicks. But that's all you see is them fly around. And it's just like...
A-Team does it.
Yeah.
The funny thing about A-Team, though, is like every time they have a fight or something's going on, you can totally tell that what's his face? Hannibal is a stunt guy.
Oh, definitely.
He's got like this wig.
Most definitely.
And he just never shows his face. It's kind of like this.
Exactly.
And tumbles and stuff. And there's so many stunts in A-Team that it's like it kind of gets kind of noticeable that it's some dude with a Hannibal wig on. But so these guys all end up flying out the front door. And that chick who wants to hook up with him too, she's got that kid. And you know what I thought was interesting is they never really make Michael into a playboy though. Mm-hmm. It seems like he always has a lot of really good manners, you know? Like if it was any other show, it would have been like he would have been waking up in all these girls' beds.
It's kind of like MacGyver though, was like that.
He was pretty clean.
Right? MacGyver,
spirited.
There was always a damsel in distress in every episode, but like he was a nice guy and was like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to be in a relationship kind of thing.
So, there's that scene too where she's in her VW Bug, you know, and she's like gonna leave the parking lot. And he's got her blocked in with the car, right? Which I'm sure is illegal. But she knows the car's there, so she backs up. She hits the car, right? And of course, KITT doesn't get hurt. But she barely touches it. Her entire back fender thing falls off.
Yeah, and it starts smoking because the engines were in the back of Bugs. Right away, it just smoked. But KITT doesn't have a scratch on it.
Well, the thing is, too, is it doesn't have a radiator either. So it's like, what's the smoke from?
Yeah.
Did Cracker Block or something like that? I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, man.
So once I think Michael and KITT are sort of like kind of one, you know, they finally are like-minded. They go to the building and he's like, I gotta get up there, and KITT's like weighs him. He's like, well, I can launch you up to like the top of the booth. You know?
Oh yeah.
It was like he does the Inspector Gadget thing. You know, he just he's like flies all the way up to the roof. You know. So I think they just add stuff to KITT just to fit the storyline. You know.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a phone. You know, he's out there on the freaking payphones. But I think they did that too because it can't be that interesting if he's always in the car. And if he was in the car, he would always be in the car, and then he wouldn't have the scenes where these guys are trying to steal the car.
Exactly.
So he's got to get out and use the payphone. That's how they kind of like, we need to get him out of the car. How are we going to do that?
And did every episode of Knight Rider have a 2 jump minimum for each episode? Because he was always jumping and shit.
I don't know.
KITT, right?
I know that
he had to jump over something in every episode. If you noticed,
or go on the side.
Something.
That was the.
They were like, it was almost like the Hawk show. He has to hawk out twice in the episode. We need 2 jumps per episode.
I know the General Lee was like that.
Right? They had the jump, like he always was jumping. The derby scene, remember he jumps over the crash cars.
Oh, yeah.
Then later on he jumps over or through, doesn't he jump through? Yeah. Later on he jumps through the back of the semi and just shreds it.
Yeah.
The guy's like, I blocked him. And he's like, great job. He's like, no, he went
right
through the trailer.
And they don't even show how he did that. It's just
Yeah.
like he's like lifted up off the air.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I always wondered. Like, did he just have a jump boost or like a jump button?
Whatever they needed him to
but
do.
But he always had to jump in every episode. I'm not complaining. It was cool, but.
Plus, they always had to put him in the tightest clothes possible. Like, he wore clothes that just did not fit.
Yeah.
And he had the jacket. He was always, like, pushed up on the sleeves, you know? And then it wouldn't even button. It was, like, came to, like, here. Yeah, like, turtleneck on. And then the guy's, like, super tall, you know, and he's got that big head of hair. It was just, like, I don't know. He was just, like, perfect for that
tight
role,
clothes.
You know?
Stay here with him.
No, I'll go with you.